All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fab is in the house and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm in the house with the Spyderco Gayle Bradley number 2, version 2. Here with me for a review, we're going to analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this bad boy. But you know what? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below if you want me to keep cranking out this kind of content. Right over here, you get the knife, a little bit of information, a leaflet, a little bit of padding in this classic Spyderco box. You're probably familiar with that. And here you get your blade. Look at that, nice deployment. Overall length of this guy is going to be 3.5 inches for the cutting edge and 4.7 inches for the handle. Overall, this file is going to be 8.5 inches. And let's check it out, for example, up against the Benchmade bug out and mini bug out. Yeah, bigger than both. Let's see another couple Spyderco you got here. Paramilitary 2 down there and Para 3 up here. We are pretty much in the same ballpark of Paramilitary 2, but definitely we get a better handle to blade ratio. A couple offerings from Chris Reeve Knives. Here you see small Sebenza 21, large Sebenza 31 to attest the size of this Gayle Bradley. Version 2 probably a little bit bigger than the large Sebenza. Here you get to see the Hinder Knives XM18 and another fancy, a little like completely different ballpark BBM Chuprin Carter collaboration. Shirogorov Tabargan to show you something a little bit bigger than that and something a little bit smaller from Shirogorov. Also you get to see the Custom Division Neon NL. And what else can I show you? Just this couple over here of Holt Blade Works. You get to see a Spectre and the Haptic to show you that both are smaller than the Bradley. So check this out, guys. This is an interesting blade for sure. There's like probably one major nitpick that I have, but everything else checks out. So this is a Spyderco Bradley, Gayle Bradley version 2. It's a stainless steel liner lock with the I would say cheap carbon fiber scales, pretty good M4 steel blade. You get some chamfering going on the scales, as you can see, nicely rounded off. Not so much, a little bit on the liners, so they're not sharp whatsoever. So that is also good. This is made in the factory of Taichung in Taiwan, so where the best Spyderco are being made, and this guy is gonna be running around $200 in that ballpark. So it's not a cheap one, but it's not like a super expensive one as well. So there's some very good things about this one. For example, the design is pretty good. I like the handles. When it's closed, it has a nice overall look. The scales have a nice feel, you know, even if it's the cheaper carbon fiber, it's good. The clip, yeah, I'm not a fan of this kind of clip, but I do see the sturdiness in this piece. Like 3 standoffs going on are contributing to a pretty rigid structure, and the liners are also like nicely thickened out and chamfered on the inside. As you might see from this perspective, you see there are holes to reduce the weight, and that's going to be good for internal milling. You get a basically like 2D milling situation going on for the scales, which are flat. You have no lanyard hole option unless you wrap it around this standoff over here, but yeah, we kind of not do it. And you have this this set of back spacers right over here. Blade tip is safely recessed, you're not going to be able to touch it or to snag your finger on the tip. It's also like very simple construction. You get these 3 handle screws, 1 pivot screw to keep the structure together. So it's pretty straightforward disassembly. You can also check out my maintenance video about this one if you want to know how to take this guy apart. And of course you get stainless steel liner, so there's no need for stainless steel lock face insert or lock bar stabilizer because it's a liner lock. Of course, you do get the classic Spyderco pocket clip with a very low entrance ramp, higher exiting ramp. The tension is, it's all right, but this much knife is going to be sticking out from your pocket, so keep that in mind. The clip has 4 positions, tip up, tip down, and it is reversible for the, so it's fully ambidextrous. That's a pretty cool thing, but as usual, you know, it kind of ruins the cleanliness of the designs, adding like 6 holes on the show side and 3 right over here on the lock side. I mean, not a biggie, but still it's there. Blade shape is very cool. There's a lot of things going on actually, like you have a thumb ramp over here, like in the classic Spyderco tradition, but a little bit different than, for example, the Paramilitary 2, which has a perfect ramp. In this case, you see it's just like more straight. It's not like that curved, so it's gonna still work because the jimping is nice, and but it's not as comfy as the PM2. Then you have your Spidey hole with just a little bit of chamfering going on, but still retaining the bite that you need to Spidey flick or thumb flick, and then you get still chamfering going on, and then from here, boom, you get a little bit of swedge reaching up to the tip, which then just develops with a 30% belly and straight edge up to the not sharpening choil. As you can see, you see it's gonna be sharpened up to that point, so yeah, just keep that in mind. Hollow grind, nice belt grind lines. The flats are kind of like a satin, you know, going perpendicular to the primary bevel. You have like a very short plunge grind, which is developing vertically into this flat. You get Spyderco CPM M4 steel, Spyderco logo, Tai Chung factory, and Gayle Bradley logo right here on the back. So a little bit of billboarding going on, but it is a very cool blade shape. Let me take some measurement here to check the 0.11 inches for the stock thickness. That's pretty cool, and 0.016 for the thinness behind edge. Very, very nicely done. Also, sound, nice and clacky. Very good, deep, loud. When you close it, almost inaudible, but when you open it up, it's very, very good. The weight in the pocket also is not too shabby. I mean, it's a solid knife. I mean, it's a big, chunky boy, stainless steel liners, 4.55 ounces. It's all right. Also, the ergonomics are pretty fantastic. There's no hot spots whatsoever going on in this knife. I don't feel anything. It feels absolutely sturdy. The jimping is working nice. You can even do comfortably reverse grip. It's gonna feel pretty good in the hand. It's nicely balanced, it's solid. There is only one issue with this one, and it's the lock bar access, guys. Like, it's not accessible. I mean, look at this. There's a little bit of jimping, which helps, like if you use 2 hands, but really, like this, I'm struggling because it's kind of like at the same height of the liner, and there's not much grip, so I have to go with my fingernail, just disengage like that and just do this. I mean, I can like jam and just press hard, but yeah, guys, that's a flaw. That's a design flaw. You can Dremel this thing and it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna keep the rigidity, the structure, the ergos, the grip and everything. But this is very hard to access lock bar. Everything else checks out. You know, there's no blade play. The action is really cool. Like, it deploys like crazy. Or I have to do like this and like that. You can also do like sorry, not like that, but like kind of like a Spidey flick. Like this, yeah, sorry. But then again, the fidgetability is kind of ruined by this hard to access lock bar. Everything else checks out. I mean, this is running on washers, and it is a pretty smooth knife. Like, you disengage the lock bar, like with your, you see? And you get some nice free falling effect, but then you don't have any guillotine effect. You have to wiggle a little bit. But the D10, guys, it's lovely. It's very, very pleasant to deploy. In this case, it feels very, very good. I mean, everything else really, guys, checks out except for the lock bar access. Otherwise, I would love this guy. That's a great user, a beater. Yes, check, check, check. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.